Hello, guys. I want to thank you in advance again for taking the time to come by here and look at our guild structure. The title of this section is called Purpose of Structure. The purpose for guild structure is not to weigh people down as a guild master, not to be a dictator, not to be a jerk, not to keep you away from the game. If a guild's destination is get to the end of the game, and we know that organization is hard enough, then we have to have a system in place to ensure that we get there. Flex wants to get to the end of the game by having more fun than rules. Know that. Before raiding, our guild well-being is the most important thing to consider. The reason why is because if we get along great and we like each other and we have a really good guild relationship, when we experience a bad run or hardship problems and snags in progression somewhere, it shouldn't reflect on the guild. It shouldn't mean that the guild is bad or that the guild is terrible because we snag on a boss or small mistakes were made, and yes, we do know that small things are what hurts a lot of things. But the whole point is when something bad happens, we don't want people just leaving the guild. We don't want to kick anybody. We want to try to resolve the problem. Part of the reason why we want to recruit good and mature players is the fact that we do have problems. They're going to occur. So by knowing that, I'd rather solve the problem than see somebody leave the guild or get kicked. Even though we are here to raid, and our number one priority first is not to raid. The number one priority is the well-being of the guild, the morale. We want a strong guild first. As a reward or second nature, end of the game comes as a result to us getting along really well, putting others first rather than ourselves. The guild is far more important than raiding. People are more important than progression and gear, which is why I want to promote a positive guild mentality. I can't stress enough how important it is for us to do things in order and do things right, taking care of yourself first as well as the guild, taking care of your character as well as the guild. We all need to be in good with one another. So I will break down the guild structure section by sections. I will do my best to not take up too much of your time with all the information that's given here. I will try to cover every aspect of the guild. Know this: raiding and guild structure will have somewhat to do with each other, but overall very little. When we're talking about the guild, when we're dealing with the guild, when we're dealing with the things inside the guild that has nothing to do with raiding, I want that to be the best atmosphere first before we go and deal with raiding. However, I'm going to deal with guild structure and I'm going to deal with raiding structure both as two separate aspects of the guild. You'll need to know and understand the guild structure. You'll need to know and understand the raiding structure. How the things that we do in the guild are totally different than the way we're going to do things in the raiding situation. Again, thank you for your time in visiting the section of our website. Just a few things to add. Again, I do appreciate it, and I look forward. Everything that we're doing on this website is necessary. It might be a lot of information to some people, and that's the reason why I'm making the video. This is something that you guys can also go back to, especially when the server's down on Tuesday. Try to get by the website at least once a week. Use it at your discretion or at your own risk. But if you do plan on raiding with this guild, you will need to understand the raid structure and how we're planning to do things. Other than that, that's all I have to say for this time concerning our purpose for structure. Thank you guys.